Hey, JGTR here, and I'll be reviewing the Realme GT. The Realme GT is an excellent piece of hardware and software combined, considering it is a phone that is a flagship killer, as you are getting high-end specs at a budget level price when compared with other flagships out there. Speaking of budget, well, here in Nigeria, I don't think you can consider it a budget smartphone. I mean, I got the Realme GT shipped here and the total expense was around 260k, which is quite a lot. This is the Chinese version, as you will have to download Play Store yourself. So first off, the design. The Realme GT comes with 3 colors: blue, vegan leather and silver, which is the one I'm currently reviewing. You get a glossy back which looks good when light strikes the back, and it doesn't pick up any fingerprints easily. At the bottom, you get a 3.5mm headphone jack, a microphone point, a USB Type-C 2.0 and a stereo speaker, with one at the bottom and the other in front of the phone. At the sides, you get your SIM slot which supports dual SIM and your volume rockers. At the top, you get nothing, and at the other end, you get your power button which has a yellow stylish accent. In terms of security, you do get face unlock as well as an in-display fingerprint scanner, which I have to say blew me away. It's really responsive and quite fast. 10 out of 10. You will be able to unlock the phone with no worries. Works perfectly nice and snappy. As for face unlock, it's also quite responsive, as you can see, so you do get to choose between the two which one you want to use to unlock your smartphone. As for the display, you do get a Super AMOLED on a 6.4-inch screen with decent bezels for the price, with a screen to body ratio of 85.9%, as well as a resolution of 1080p by 2400 pixels and a PPI density of 409, which is visible outdoors. The Realme packs the Qualcomm Snapdragon 888 chipset and the Adreno 660 GPU, which makes it really fast when opening apps and switching from apps to apps. So you definitely won't have any issue with speed on the Realme GT, as everything on here is nice and snappy. It is worth mentioning that you don't get any SD card slot on the Realme GT, as you can't get the 8GB RAM 128GB ROM variant or the 12GB RAM 256GB ROM variant as well. I will be doing a gameplay video on the Realme GT, so do let me know down in the comment section what game you would want me to use in that video, and make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to get notifications when that video gets published. A quick look at the display feature. In the settings menu, you do get dark mode on the Realme GT, as well as a bunch of other features like the screen display, just in case you ain't a fan of hole punch cutout, and you also get to tweak your screen refresh rate, as the Realme GT gets a 120Hz refresh rate, which makes the phone scrolling really smooth to use. A look at the device here, you get Realme's UI 3.0, which is similar to ColorOS, 128GB ROM, a Snapdragon 888 processor, 8GB RAM and Android 12 as well, so you are guaranteed future proof on the Realme GT. Speaking of Realme's UI, which is similar to ColorOS, as Realme, OnePlus, Oppo and Vivo are under the same family company, the Realme UI gives you unlimited access to mess or play around with your always-on display settings, as you can choose and download any animation you want on it, as well as the wallpapers. No need to waste time on that, and themes. You can also personalize your icon as well as color you would like to use on your phone. Font and display size customization is also available, as well as fingerprint animation, which you have loads of animation to play with. You also get edge lighting, which basically lights up some part of your screen when you get a call. In terms of battery life on the Realme GT, you get a 4500 mAh battery which supports for fast charging of up to 65 watts. As Realme claims, it can go from 0 to 100% in 35 minutes, though you do miss out on wireless charging. The Realme should last you a whole day before needing to charge if you are a light user. As for gamers, you will need to top up along the way. It's also worth mentioning you do have Dolby Atmos on the Realme as well as GT mode, which helps increase and improve performance on your phone at the cost of losing a lot of battery power. The Realme GT also grants you loads of special features to use, like flexible windows, smart sidebar, kit space, smart mode, etc. And on the Chinese version, you do get Breno, which is Realme's own voice assistance, so you can get suggestions on it from time to time. And to top it off, you do get DC dimming, which reduces screen flickering on low brightness, as well as a sleep capsule. To wrap this up, let's take a look at the cameras. The Realme GT gets a triple camera setup at the back, a 64 megapixel wide, 8 megapixel ultra wide, and a 2 megapixel macro. You can shoot 4K at 30 and 60 frames per second, as well as 1080p at 30, 60, and 240 frames per second. As for the selfie camera up front, you get a 60 megapixel wide lens, which can only shoot video at 1080p at 30 frames per second. In the camera app, you get the night mode, video, photo, portrait, slow mode, the 64 megapixel shots, and hitting the more fonts, you get loads of other features to choose from on the Realme GT. With that said, here are some shots taken on the Realme GT and also some videos taken on the Realme GT. This is the review of the Samsung of the Realme GT front facing camera 1080p stability test. In summary, the Realme GT is still a great phone to use in 2022 and onward into 2023, as you do get high-end specs and good cameras that can shoot good shots depending on the amount of light the sensor receives, and also not leaving out the fact that you also get fast charging capabilities on the Realme GT. If you are a gamer, I do recommend the Realme GT, and if you are not, I still do recommend the Realme GT, as it is capable of doing all the things you need a phone to do in 2022. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. See you all in the next one. Bye.